Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Strata Today. My name's Dean Glucina. On today's episode, we're going to be speaking with Carley Byrnes from Australian Red Cross Lifeblood. Carley, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Dean.
It's an absolute pleasure. I know that you guys are really busy at the moment. How's everything been during the pandemic?
Look, I'm sure like most organisations, COVID has presented its challenges for Lifeblood, but having said that, we have been so lucky over the last 18 or so months. We've really seen the best of the community come out like Australians do. Despite the challenges, it's been a really wonderful time to see people continue to donate blood. It's important during a pandemic, but for an organisation like Red Cross Lifeblood, it's always important because there'll always be a need for blood.
That's probably a really interesting question. Are you able to donate during a lockdown?
Absolutely. Being able to donate blood or plasma, your donation is an authorised reason to leave the house. So it's been great reason for people to get out of the house in lockdown, those donations remain essential during COVID.
And I understand that International Plasma Awareness Week is going to be soon upon us. Is that correct?
That's right. So International Plasma Awareness Week is the 4th to the 8th of October, and it's a great opportunity for Lifeblood to tell everyone about the virtues of plasma and really encourage people to donate the lesser known donation of plasma.
What exactly is plasma and why is it so important?
Yeah, it's the yellow part of your blood. So it's really important because it carries proteins around the body. It's got life-saving qualities in it, and it goes into a lot of really life-saving medicines. Often these medicines are the last line of defense. So it's got up to 18 ways it can be used. So it's pretty powerful.
Yeah, wow. So do you guys run any initiatives for group donations, or is it just walk in? Is there anything from like the team's perspective?
We sure do, and you've nailed it, Dean. So our teams program, our group donation program is called Lifeblood Teams. So it's a corporate social responsibility program, but it doesn't even have to be an organisation. It could be a group of friends. It could be a community group. We often get people who come together because they know someone that's in need of blood or blood products, and they might start a Lifeblood team, and then they become regular donors because they understand how important it is to donate when they can.
So if someone was interested in doing so, how would they go by creating a team?
Well, a few different ways. So you can get in contact with my team. So the regional partnership team, we're the ones that look after the Lifeblood team program. And you've got an account manager on the floor, on the ground with you all throughout Australia. We've got account managers located. You can call us on 131495 if you prefer the phone, or jump on our website. We've got a brand new website, which is pretty cool, and it will give you lots of information about the Lifeblood team program and how to get in touch with us.
Fantastic. I mean, we hear that donating blood is a good thing to do, but what are some of the reasons why people may need blood?
Well, it's so wide-ranging. So people usually think about emergency situations like road accidents. That's usually the one that comes to mind for most people about blood need. And those accidents do use huge volumes of blood for those road accidents in emergency situations, real life or death situations. But it's the other uses that people don't tend to think about that are the most common. So the one that most people have a connection to is for cancer treatments. So blood and plasma donations are vital in any cancer treatment, and it's an ongoing need for a lot of those patients. The other examples that come to mind are women in pregnancy and women that have a difficult birth situation. So really important to be able to donate blood because lots of people will know someone that's had a blood need in their lifetime.
I mean, I hadn't even really connected the dots from a cancer perspective. I've got a personal connection to why your service is so phenomenal. My wife, God bless, she's okay, but she needed the services of blood. So you guys do a wonderful job in that space. So it's really important for people to understand how vital it is and how many different usages it can be according to, right?
Absolutely, yeah, and I'm glad to hear that your wife's okay, and thanks for sharing that. It's really only when people have a personal connection that they realise how important the need for blood is, and we can't make a synthetic blood. It has to come from people. So I'm glad to hear your wife's okay.
I mean, so am I. But I mean, while I understand the need for blood is constant, are there certain times of the year that you struggle to get people through? And if so, why is that?
Yeah, I mean, blood donation can easily slip down the priority list for people, and we find around public holidays, especially around Christmas time, Easter time, people have other things on. Maybe not in Sydney and Melbourne at the moment, but people do tend to go away at those times, and they either cancel their appointment or push their appointment back to come back from their holidays or whatever it is in terms of activity that's got going on. So we always have a need around public holidays, but the need is ongoing. So it's always important if you can get a donation in, if you can do so.
We just need to make it part of the checklist, right? Make sure you got everything packed and you've donated before you head off.
Absolutely, that'd be great.
Are there certain types of blood that you need more of than others?
Well, we need all blood types all the time. O negative is we call it the universal blood. So especially in those emergency situations, like I mentioned, that can be given to any blood type. But we need all blood types all the time. The great thing about plasma is it doesn't matter what your blood type is. Plasma's always needed and in high quantities as well. But if you don't know your blood type, which a lot of people don't tend to know their blood type unless they've had an emergency situation, if you donate blood, it's a great way to find out because we'll let you know what your blood type is.
I mean, listen, are you still able to donate if you don't know what your blood type is? You've half answered that, but I only bring this up, but from a personal perspective, I actually came across someone that the reason that they told me that they didn't is because they didn't know what their blood type was. That's a myth, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We'll take your blood regardless of your blood type, and we're very, very grateful to have it. And yeah, we'll let you know what your blood type is. It's a really easy way to find out if you don't know.
I mean, listen, things might have changed. I just remember the old ads in regards to who's eligible to be able to donate and who's not. Have things changed? I mean, where does it currently stand? Who is able to donate blood as of today?
Yeah, you're right. And the rules do change. They're not set in stone all the time. So an example of a change that happened recently is for tattoos. So it's a common misconception that if you've had a tattoo that you can't donate blood. So we've recently made that change. But if you have had a tattoo, you can donate plasma straight away, which is great and hopefully has had the impact of widening the donation pool. But if you've got any questions about eligibility or you're not sure, what you can do is either jump on our website, we'll run you through an eligibility questionnaire, or if you prefer to speak to a real person, give us a call on 131495 and we'll ask you some questions and let you know if you're eligible to donate.
Wonderful, because my next question was going to be if people were interested in donating, how would they do it? You've read my mind. Listen, I mean, for some of the people that have never donated before, what can they expect?
Yeah, it's a great question, and it's something that people really like to have a bit of knowledge about and might sort of allay their fears before they come into a donor centre. But what happens is once you've made your appointment, you come in and you'll be greeted by one of our very, very friendly reception staff. They'll get you to run through an eligibility questionnaire as well, just to make sure that all of your details are up to date and we've got your most recent medical history. Once you've gone through the eligibility criteria, we'll get you in for a pinprick test. It takes 1 second. They give you a little pinprick just to check some levels and make sure that you are fit and healthy on the day to donate. We'll get you taken over to one of our very, very comfortable couches and you can kick back and relax while your donation happens. The donation is usually the quickest part of the whole process. Once you're done, our wonderful nurses will keep an eye on you just to make sure that everything went smoothly and you're feeling great. And then you're off to my favourite part of the donation program, which is the snacks. So really important for rehydration and making sure that you're rested and recovered after your wonderful, generous donation. But we've got some very nice new snacks in centre. So if you haven't been in for a while, please come in and check them out because they're pretty good. I'm
sold. You already know how you got me in there again. And I can attest to the comfort of the chairs as well. I've almost fallen asleep in them myself. Carley,
it's pretty common. People are either, they're reading their book or they're listening to a podcast or watching one of our TVs. And sometimes the nurses do have to wake people up after they've dozed off. So I don't think that's a bad thing. If someone's that relaxed and you've had a snooze, great, get one in while you can.
Listen, I think that it's perfect. You get a chance to relax, you get a chance to help people, which is the most important part, and then you get something tasty on the way out, right?
Perfect. Absolutely.
Carley, I just wanted to thank you so much for your time today. It's such an amazing cause, and you guys do a mountain of great work. If anyone wants to get involved, please follow the steps that Carley's highlighted, and you can also follow the links through Strata Results on our LinkedIn page as well. Carley, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dean. Really appreciate your help in spreading the word about donations.
An absolute pleasure. Take care.
You too. Thanks.